Okay, so this is a cute little animated short that's about a snowman. Let's see how this... Oh my god! Hey everyone, this is Animation Bliss, and welcome to another retro animation corner. So today's retro animation I'll be talking about today is the 1932 animated short, The Snowman. And before I get into this, here are a few words from the channel. Alright Animaniacs, now let's get on the social media train. Want to chat with us in 100 words or less? Then check out our Twitter account. Want to chat with us within a group? Then check out our Facebook account. Want to get the lowdown on everything dealing with animation on this channel? Then check all the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So The Snowman was a 1932 animated short, and it starts off with an Eskimo playing with his animal friends off in a snowy area. And later on in the short, they decide to build the snowman, and while they were celebrating their accomplishment with building the snowman, it turns out that the snowman comes alive and it ends up trying to eat up the other animals as well as causing mayhem wherever it goes. And that's basically what the short is all about. So what are my thoughts about this short? I was actually surprised with how much they were able to get away with this short. Like, this short came out 2 years before the Hays Code became a thing. And for those of you who don't know what the Hays Code is, it was basically a set of rules that was set for the movie industry between 1934 through 1968, that the movies couldn't have any violence, profanity, or a lot of sexual situations. And the reason why The Snowman stands out so much is because it was made 2 years before the Hays Code became a thing. And so with this short, you see some scary situations that you thought you would never see in a lot of animated shorts that came out in the 1930s. And even though it's pretty tame compared to most of the stuff that's going on nowadays in television and movies, it's still a bit scary with how the snowman is trying to go after all these animals, and he's like terrorizing everybody as he goes. And then there's the appearance of the snowman itself. Like, it looks very terrifying throughout the short, and I really enjoyed that. That's one of the things I really liked about the short, is that it was able to challenge what you can show for cartoons during the 1930s, and you have a very scary villain in the form of the snowman in this short. And I really love the appearances of the snowman in the short, as he looks very terrifying as he's terrorizing everybody in the short. And it was something that did shock me when I first watched the short, because again, I watched a lot of cartoons that came out in the 1930s, and a lot of them didn't really have a lot of scary situations or stuff like that. The only cartoon I can think of that had some suggested situations that you normally wouldn't find in a lot of cartoons that were made in the 1930s was Circus Capers, and that had a lot of sexual situations in it. But the Snowman was more leaning towards, it has a more horrifying side to it that you don't see in a lot of 1930s cartoons, and I really enjoyed that. Now, if there was any issues that I have with this short, was that I felt like the beginning of the short was a bit slow going. Like, the pacing was a bit slow at the beginning, which is unusual because a lot of shorts that came out in the 1930s, because they were like 7 minutes long or 6 minutes long, the pacing tends to be fast with a lot of them. But the pacing at the beginning of this short were a bit slow, so I did have a hard time trying to watch the first half of the film. But then the moment the snowman comes in the film, I was actually really enjoying it, especially with the carnage that the snowman was causing towards everybody. But overall, I really enjoyed watching The Snowman. It's a short that was very different from all the other shorts that came out in the 1930s, as it was much scarier in tone compared to the other shorts that came out during that time. And I appreciate the short for pushing the boundaries with what it could do during the 1930s, even though it came out before the Hays Code became a thing. And even though the beginning of the short was a bit slow going, the pace really picks up when the snowman makes his appearance, and I really love that. So I definitely recommend you check out The Snowman if you're looking for a pre-Hays Code animated short that's full of horror and fun at the same time. So that's my review on The Snowman, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen The Snowman 1932? And if you have, did you like the short? Did you hate the short? And what was your favorite animated short that came out before the Hays Code became a thing? Please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later.